G'day guys, today I'm going to be talking about what is KNX. This will probably be a two-part series. First one will just be a brief introduction to KNX, why I believe it's a superior product to anything else kicking out on the market. The second part of the series will be a more in-depth dive, a technical overview of the system. So if you're still interested for that one, stick around. Either way, I hope you get something out of it. So I guess getting started, why pick KNX? It is, I guess, fastly becoming the #1 global standard for home, commercial, residential automation. It's currently in 190 countries. There's 500 manufacturers and suppliers and thousands of different devices you can pick from. So there's almost no limit to the system you want to have designed. It's an open protocol, unlike a lot of closed loop ones. So like, as I've already mentioned, there's 500 manufacturers assigned to the organization, such as ABB, Schneider, Siemens, Zenio, Theben, just to name a couple. Great news being, if one of these manufacturers no longer supports KNX 5-10 years from now, there'll be another company that will sell almost a like-for-like device later on. So if there's any issues, a damaged module 10-15 years from now, there'll be another module from another manufacturer that can replace that. So you're not having to replace your entire system, which is probably the #1 selling point from KNX. It's a hardwired system, so it's more reliable, it's future-proof. There'll be no latency within the system. So again, nice feature to have. It does more than just lighting control, unlike a lot of systems. So you can integrate with your blinds, your HVAC, security. It is almost limitless. A good way to think of it is it's a decentralized PLC. It is spread over the whole installation of the building. So if just one module fails, your whole building won't fail. It'll just be that one module and its associated control outputs. So you replace that module, you're back running to 100% as you normally would be. Unlike a lot of systems where it's got a central hub. If that hub fails, your whole system's redundant. So again, another key feature. It's reliable, it's scalable. Obviously with it being hardwired, you won't have no dropouts, you won't have packet loss, you won't have lag in the system. So you'll push the button and your lights will turn on. You won't be having to wait for the cloud servers to receive the transmission and then come back down. So we can tailor almost any system to any need that you have. So if you can think of it, we can create it. There's no real limitation to what the system can and cannot do. Because of its open protocol approach, there'll be a device to suit any need the client may have. So another really great key feature. Energy efficiency. So as we're moving forward, everyone's obviously trying to conserve power, be more green, be more energy mindful. There are obviously ways we can integrate your system. So if you're out of the house, we can reduce your energy consumption to next to zero. And even when at home, we can, depending on certain scenarios, we can start to reduce output loads that aren't necessary throughout the normal day. We can do that through light harvesting or through load shedding. Anything can sort of be created with that. Like I've already mentioned, there'll be a long-term investment. So unlike closed systems, KNX won't become obsolete. There'll be manufacturers pushing it forever, and it's not like a single point of failure, as it were. The conveniency of it as well. So you can seamlessly control anything from switch output panels through apps or even voice control as well. So there's a multitude of ways we can control the system. So how does it compare to other systems? Probably another great question I always get. Well, with it being hardwired, a lot of home jobs at the moment they're all Wi-Fi. That being said, you'll have natively just lag within the system. You'll have connectivity issues. With it being a hardwired system, it's robust. You shouldn't have any packet lost. As long as it's been wired correctly, the system will outlast any other system kicking around out there. As also mentioned, it's not a proprietary system. We got there. A bit like your C-Bus, your Dying Lights. If they were to stop manufacturing their equipment, you're going to have to rip out that whole system to replace it to get working again. So that's another big key feature I sell to my clients. So it can, if you're doing lighting control, there's multiple ways you can do it. You can have DALI digital addressable lighting, or you can do a normal hardwired system. So you wire out to the field, they come back, and that way there's pros and cons to both. I believe DALI has its place in, I think, more commercial spaces and for some really technical homes that like a lot of scene control. But if you have a good lighting design, there's nothing wrong with having everything switched from switching actuators. So something to consider as well. If you've had a good lighting design and a good plan, there's no need to go DALI, but DALI also has its place as well. So where do I see it going in the future? Well, hopefully more and more in more general spaces. As I've already mentioned, you can have smart lighting. We can have that adjustable due to occupancy. A lot of occupancy sensors can be used. That way we can determine if lights need to be on or not on. That pulls us back to the energy saving as well. We can have climate control, temperature control, automated blinds for efficiency for heating as well. So you reduce the blinds during the day while sun's on full tilt through a window, you can drop the blinds, it will reduce the amount of heat moving into that room. So another cheap, very easy way to be more energy efficient through the building as well. We can integrate security systems, third-party systems, backnet. There's gateways for every communication protocol currently used also. So if you have a third-party interface that you haven't purchased native to KNX, there will be a way we can interface with that to still control it over the KNX network. You can have all your customizable scenes as well, customizable lighting, fan control, really be able to set the mood for a certain scenario through the day, and saves on cabling also. So if you're wondering how you should get started, I guess, with how to move forward if you were interested in KNX, speak to someone who's a KNX-certified integrator. If you go to the KNX Association, there'll be a tab saying Find Integrators. There'll be a map view and everyone who's currently KNX certified like myself on there. So I do highly recommend doing that. That individuals receive training and they'll be able to provide you the best design. You know it'll be a foolproof system, and get a consultation from them and start the process from there. So hopefully you've got a little bit out of that and a bit more of a broader understanding of what it is and how it could be beneficial. Yeah, if you like more, stick around for the next video and give me a like and a subscribe. Thank you guys.